yourself. God bless you. You know, no apologies accepted. You know, and it's just like,
well, we should all be striving for knowledge. You know, and
yep.
And if you find out that, you know, maybe you got something wrong and you get corrected, well, then that's something good, because our ultimate objective is, you know, as researchers, is to get to the bottom of what's going on. So there's no shame in getting something wrong and then, you know, revising your position. That's something good.
And God said in Hosea, the lack of knowledge is the destruction of his people.
Exactly, yeah.
And like,
so what do you think about this whole 2012 propaganda?
The 2012 propaganda, I strongly believe, because I believe the Mayans, they had, you know, the contacts with the Nephilim and all that. To me, the 2012 thing is nothing more than a countdown to the New World Order. That's why they're trying to push all these bills by 2012. They're hell-bent right now. That's why all this stuff's getting done like at rapid rate, fast speed, to push this stuff to get the whole framework structure ready for 2012. For the because they said promoted destruction of the earth, and it wasn't destruction in the physical sense. It was destruction of the old world into a new world order. You know, the whole Phoenix deal with the ashes and everything. And, you know, the movie, of course, they say earthquakes and floods, but the governments wouldn't be investing billions of dollars at the underground bunkers, because that's the last place you want to be in a flood or earthquake, you know?
Yeah. And
HR 8791 is preparing a bill to prepare for a new continuity of government, a bill for, because I gotta send you the link on that. I mean, that bill alone it's really scary stuff. I mean, yeah,
you know, there's people that are put in our faces that are supposedly going to deliver us from this, like Dennis Kucinich and people like this. But if you look at Dennis Kucinich, his biography, he was heavily influenced by Helena Blavatsky as well. So again, this stuff is everywhere, and these puppets are put in our face to seem like the saviors. But one way or another, they're either connected to the New World Order, or the occult, or the New Age, and this is permeated in the New World Order. Just look at Bohemian Grove, look at all the elitists who are in secret societies like Freemasonry, Skull and Bones. So the occult is a very important aspect to what these elitists believe. And, you know, for the people who believe that the Mayans predicted 2012 as a supposed time of enlightenment or a cataclysm, you know, in the film we quote Sandra Noble, who was an executive director of the Foundation for the Advancement of Mesoamerican Studies in Crystal River, Florida. And, you know, with respect to 2012, she says, to render December 21st, 2012 as a doomsday event or a moment of cosmic shifting, she says, is a complete fabrication and a chance for a lot of people to cash in. So the scholars who study the Mayan calendar, they're not with this whole New Age belief that there's going to be, you know, humanity changing in consciousness, you know, uniting. This is all New Age rhetoric, preparing people for what is to come, what these elitists believe, the New Age of Aquarius, a one-world uniting of mankind. And I think 2012 is just the latest ploy to get people to think that there's a prophecy out there that's saying this is all good and that this is all supposed to happen, when in fact it's completely artificially engineered to the core. You know, the Mayans didn't predict anything would happen in 2012 with respect to a consciousness shift or cataclysms. That's just not what the scholars are saying. And we quote quite a lot of them in the film as well.
Yeah, and it's like, again, they twist things around to make, you know, because they got some companies out there. I think, who was it, Sony or something, was selling the tickets to these bunkers to the end of the world, raffles for it. You know, to propagate this whole thing, you and your family could be saved from it. And just to get people's minds wandering. Because I meet people all the time. The first thing they ask me is about 2012. You know, and, you know, because either people believe it or not, they still got the little, they got it in the back of the head, you know, about 2012. And they think all these disasters happen because of 2012, and which we know half of them are caused by HARP. And half of them, you know, it's all from biblical signs of the, you know, the coming of the Son of Man, you know. Right.
When you look at the ad that Sony put out for their movie 2012, at the bottom it said, Google 2012. And, okay, so when people go and Google 2012, some of the names that they will come across are people like Michael Tessarion giving a lecture on 2012. But what does this guy promote? This guy promotes that in 2012, we're all going to unite into a one-world system.
Yep.
They'll also find David Wilcock talking about 2012, a guy who channels Egyptian entities who tell him we're going to unite in 2012, a.k.a. New World Order.
Yep.
And so by telling people to Google 2012, Sony is leading people to these people,
Yep.
these New Agers who are going to deceive them. And that's exactly what the New World Order wants.
Yep. To push us one world
very-
religion. We all
very
serve the
smart.
same God.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just, and, you know, and being, again, too, not just lack of knowledge, but lack of faith is the destruction of mankind.
Amen.
And,
So listen, my minutes are about to end here, Dan. So
Okay.
I
Well-
might get cut off pretty soon.
well, it was a pleasure, a real pleasure to join us. And anytime you want to come back on, we'll be in touch and everything. And I want to get you back on someday soon. And, you know, again, your documentaries are second to none. I mean, like, from the real truth from biblical sources. I mean, like, I haven't seen a documentary yet that, you know, sticks it to the establishment with the 100% truth. I mean, awesome job, brother.
Amen.
And God bless you. And, you know, wonderful job. And we'll be in touch and everything.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for having me on, and God bless you guys.
God bless you, Keith.
Yeah, take it easy.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. That was Keith Thompson, KeithTruth.com. Awesome, awesome documentaries. And, yeah, I mean, you guys see it, his documentaries. Google them, YouTube them, and I suggest you to buy them to support the cause.